Hey guys, Tsuyoshi here. In this video, I show you two types of way to set up twister hook from side control. Hope you guys enjoy. I want to create a situation in order to set up the twister hook. So first, I want to make him sideways by dragging the far side leg. So from this position, I hug his face with the armpit like this. That is around his belt or waistline. Then I cup far side knee, or if it's necessary, you can even grab the pants that is side of the knee like this. Then from now, as if you scoop it back to drag the far side leg like this. So once I set up like this, I can make space like behind his right leg. That's what I need to set up in order to take the twister hook. Also, you can do this movement with his reaction as well. Most of the time, he wants to escape from the side control whenever it's available to do. That's why what he likes to do is hip escape. There's been the same situation like I explained before. Like he got sideways with like driving the top leg towards my side like this in order for him to escape, like being sideways. So you can choose either of them. If you want to do yourself, cup the knee to drag him like this. When the time you drag, I want you to make sure you slightly move your hips back. Otherwise, your legs get close to your opponent's leg. Then you'll get trapped in a guard like this. You want to avoid it. That's why, as if you're doing a hip escape, as I do so, I can make the little gap between my legs and his legs, where I can drag his leg down like this. Or with his reaction, like you encourage your opponent to do hip escape. That situation, you have to chase the hips without making a gap with you and your opponent. Look, he's gonna do a hip escape. Look, I chase his hips. You can see my hips moves towards his belly like this. Then to reinforce the position, you can even drag it like this. Yeah, like I said, you want to make sure that you grab outside of the knee, not inside or around the hips. Here, like making a hook behind the knee like this. So once I set up, you want to adjust it a little more. So in order for you to make space to get twisted hook, his knee, like his right knee needs to be close to your chest. So from now, you're just going to drag it like this. Look, his thigh is touching my chest. Then it's like he's twisting his body like this. It's like stretching his back. So this is the situation. Once you set up like this, you're ready for twister hook. Okay, from now, I'm going to step over his leg with my left leg, like this. Then, after I step, I'm going to put behind my knee on the right behind his knee. So I'm about to make a twister hook. You can see that like this. Then when the time you do this movement, I want you to make sure that you don't make gap between you and your opponent all the time, like I said at the beginning of the time. So other leg is really close to his thigh like this, not with my head, like this. Okay, once I set up, I'm going to roll forward. When the time I roll forward, I have to stay connected with my opponent. So in order for me to do, I hug his hips with my armpit. Or if I need, I even grab around his belt or pants. I prefer this one. It's gonna be really tight to roll with him. I use both of my hands to grab on his belt or pants to stay connected. I put my ribcage on his belly. Then I use my upper arm to trap like around his hips and spine like this. Then there's no gap between me and him. Once I make it, I can roll forward to set up twister hook, like truck position. When the time you roll forward, I want you to look at the descent side. So in this time, you are naturally facing this direction. That means you should be able to use your right shoulder when you roll forward. If you go opposite, you wouldn't be able to roll forward. You may even get stuck on your neck. Then you may get injury just in case. So you look at the other side, as if you're exposing your back like this. It's okay, even though I expose your back at this position, he cannot take my back. There is no way for him to do that. That's why don't worry about to expose your back like this. So from now, roll forward. Slightly drive a bit forward, then you fall on your shoulder. During the time you do the movement, I want you to make sure that you keep on trapping your opponent's leg with the top leg like this. Then, as if you put your shoulders on the mat, that's gonna be the momentum to send your opponent to flip his body. Okay, this is the position right after roll. As you can see, I'm stacking him with my legs. The top leg pushes right behind his knee. Other leg is pinching his thigh. I even use my inner thighs to trap his thigh, which I need to make it in order to set up twister hook. Then as you can see that his leg is lifted, then his hips are lifted like this. So this is the situation I need to make for twister hook. So from this position, I'm gonna adjust the angle a little bit. In order for me to make the maximum space and leverage to make twister hook, I have to make the cross with my opponent. But as you can see at the moment, I'm like in straight, like a parallel line with him. So from now, I slightly push his leg with my knee like this, then I move my head towards his left side. As you can see, I made a cross with my opponent. This is the perfect angle in order for me to make twister hook. There's a wide spaces opening around his right knee. That means I can easily switch my leg from here to here. This is a twister hook. Look, I use my right leg against his right leg. Then I make the hook like this. Then even this is a similar movement, like a structure as lasso guard like this. Oh, this is how I set up twister hook. So once it's set up, you want to reinforce the twister hook. Although you make a nice lock in this position, this is still tiny control. He can still unlock it as if he extends his leg like this. Or he may even use his other hook to kick it off like this. So you have to avoid it. So once you set up the twister hook, you want to reinforce it with the other side of your leg. There's been multiple ways to do, like stepping your own heel like this, like pushing your leg with the outside leg like this. This is the first one. Another one, you can even make another hook that's around his ankle. Then you extend the outside leg like this. This could be stronger, like this. It's like making 2-on-1 on his leg like this. Once you set up either of them, this one or this one, opponent cannot unlock it easily, even though he tries to extend his leg or use his other leg. So this is how you reinforce a twister hook. Okay, next step, you're going to take the back properly. So now with the twister hook, I've already dominated his lower body. In order for me to take his back, I need to dominate his upper body as well. So as you can see, my chest is a parallel ceiling, then his back is on the floor like this. So I need to put those of them together. So in order for me to do, I gotta climb up his back. So I just wanna make space step by step. So the first thing, I make stronger control, leverage to grab it around here. Then I wanna extend my legs to make him sideways. I slightly make him sideways. Once I make him sideways, I wanna make the anchor on his upper body. So I switch my right hand. That comes behind his neck, like the collar. Or cupping the shoulder like this. I like to grab back of the neck, the collar like this. So once I make that, I've got a really strong anchor to connect with him like this. So from this, it's gonna be pretty simple. I just wanna push his hips to make him sideways more and pull his upper body as if I make him sideways. Once I make him sideways, I switch my left hand, I cup his shoulder, then I pull his upper body onto my chest. I make seat belt, adjust the angle to get a second hook. Okay, the second one, this is kind of advanced way to set up twister hook. So the same situation as I before like this, I'm in the reverse kisser. Then either I make him sideways or I encourage him sideways like this. Then last one, I just stepped over his knee with my hook like this. That was the basic structure of the twister hook. So advanced way, I want to do something different. Instead of stepping over with my hook, I want to slide my knee behind his knee. So from this position, I cup in his knee. So in this situation, I slightly change the angle as if I'm being chest down. As I do so, I can place my knee behind his knee. Then I use my thighs to pinch his thigh. Okay, I show that part in this angle. So from this position, I step over. Instead of using my hook, I use my knee as if I do a knee slide action, knee cut, like this. Then I want to use the other side of my leg. That comes under his knee like this, like pinching it. Or like almost like I already make the twister hook like this. Somehow I want to use my thighs to pinch his inner thighs like this. Once I set up, it's going to be the same action as like before. So from this position, I'm going to roll forward. It's going to be the same structure as like the last one. Make a control on the hips, the roll with it. But so in this session, the lock is shallower than the regular one. That's why you really have to be focusing on using your legs in multiple ways in order to trap the leg during the time you roll. Otherwise, you won't be able to get twisted hook. So you pinch it tight, then you roll forward. Then you should be able to set a twisted hook during the time you roll with this mechanism. I show you one. So here, I roll forward. By the time you roll, I already make the coordination to set up the twisted hook. Look, I push his knee with my shin like this, then other leg is really close to behind the knee like this. So I just simply switch my legs to set up. Then if we do it in the momentum, in the action, it's gonna be way easier. It's gonna be smoother to set up. So after go like that, you just wanna take the back. Then I show you another way to take the back. That's kind of a variation. The last one, I could climb up his back easily to take the back, but sometimes there's been resistance from opponent. Then I may not be able to reach his upper body. So in this case, I wanna make more control in his lower body. Means I'm gonna make the second hook first, then I'm gonna establish the upper body control. Okay, as like before, I make the far side control like this, then I slightly make him sideways, the same thing. If I can make him sideways, I'll be able to proceed the last action I showed you. But this time he does a good job. He tries to put his back on the ground. Although I try to push him sideways, he keeps his back on the ground like this. So in this case, I cannot reach his upper body. If I stay here for a long time, he may be able to find a space to unlock my twister hook, which is not good for me. So in this case, I want to change the order, starting with the second hook. So I make more space between me and him. I start with extending my right leg. That's the same movement as last one, like this. Like making a gap between me and him. As you can see, there's been wide space is opening right in front of his left thigh. That's the space where I want to use it. Next thing what I'm going to do is swing my left leg. That comes in front of his thigh, like this. After I go like that, I'm going to climb his back step by step. So the last one, I start with the back of the car like this. This one, I want to make the elbow control like this, like cupping it. Then from this position, I'm going to climb up, like dragging him. This is the variation. Then I want you to see how I use my leg one more time. So what I did on my legs is a quite similar movement as a spider lasso action. I'll show you once at this position first. I extend my right leg. This is like making a spider. I want you to imagine that. Then other leg goes over, I circle my leg. This is the same movement as lasso action. Then I can dominate his hips, like the lower body. After I go like that, I cup, pull, then I establish the upper body control.
Hey guys, my name is Daniel. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please push the like button and leave us a comment down below. If you want to learn more techniques, simply hit the subscribe button and click the bell to be notified when we upload a new video. This way we can bring you new and improved content. Thank you and see you next time.